Hi. Hi. So I could spend a lot of time processing what I'm going to talk about and processing and thinking about things that happened. And part of a lot of the excitement was getting ready for this trip. I mean, we're taking this huge trip. Memorial Day, which I think was the 28th. So we're like 5 days, 5 day countdown from getting on, from being on the plane on our way to Europe. So freaking incredible because I had fantasized about this all my life. And here I am bringing someone that I just am in love with. I'm just totally and completely have fallen in love with this guy. Sweet, charming, wonderful, everything I could possibly have ever dreamt of. And it was someone who said that he loved me. And it was just phenomenal to have this experience and be going through it. And yeah, caution to the wind. Okay, we're talking about true love here. And if you've ever seen The Princess Bride, it was like that. Everybody I talked to, my sister-in-law, my friends, are like, this is true love, man. You got to go for true love. You can't. You can't abandon true love. So here I am. It's true love. Tuesday, May 23rd, 1 year ago today, 8:09 a.m. Good morning, Starshine. Me. 9:37 a.m. Good morning, Starshine. Louder. Finally, right before 11. Crap, I am so tired. No rest for the weary, we've got moves to bust. Yes, we daub. Call the lawyer, get the travel thing. He had to arrange with his public defender to get the travel permit so he could leave the country. He's working on the travel pass, we'll know soon. That's 10 minutes later. So then he says, okay, so the paperwork is sent to the prosecutor. She signs it, and they send it to the judge. Everything looks good for the travel permit. The public defender's office is closed from noon to 1. Excellent. And we've got to deposit into your account for car insurance also. So, part of it was I didn't want him to, no worries, no worries, we'll cover that. When he gets his tax refund, which Val worked on Saturday, if you recall, he's going to get a tax refund. We know that that I'm paying up front, he'll pay me back and the car insurance going. So 1:30, he says, they gave me the wrong videos, so I'm back to get the correct ones. The videos from his arrest. So he was going to review the footage, and we were going to take that to the lawyer, Bizzoli. And I say, arg, and the face with the plus nose. So then, an hour later, I tell him, got an appointment today with Bizzoli at 3. Call me. So then he calls me, we go see him, and I'm telling him, so we talked about JR and his ex that he had been with, that he beat, that he's in trouble for. And I say to him, you said that you think of him every day and cry. Same with me when I think of you. And don't forget the underwear you're bringing at all, because his underwear was way cooler. So I'd do that. But it's like when I would think of him, I would think of how much joy he was bringing me. Joy, and what I felt, and how serious this was. He says, it's a different kind of tears, though. I want us to be friends and have an amazing time in Europe. And then I say about the tears, they're wet. Okay. Just friends. Nothing more, I say. But I'm confused, getting much different signals from you now than before. Seems like you're shoving me away all of a sudden. If you're afraid, I can deal with that. But I wanted to share this trip with you because of how we felt. which I thought was more than just a simple friendship. Oh, I just remembered I had a dream about this. There's only one thing I'm sure of. I've never felt this way before. He says, "Yes, I'm scared. I'm guarded. I don't know what the future holds." What was your dream? It was a flash, and I felt a big emotional surge. A crossroads moment, but the details faded. And I can almost recall it. It was just this incredible denouement. Um, so then, I mean, because we had talked about this, how scared we were. We were both like jumping into this thing, and it felt so right. And he was being guarded, and I was in pursuit of true love. Okay, good. That's two of us that are scared. But I also don't ever want harm to come to you from me or anyone else. And I know exactly what the future holds because that must be what I saw. And then I say, it's clear to me now what it was, what I saw. I saw pain and laughter and grief and joy and sorrow and ecstasy and laughter and tears all wrapped up and flashing over me in an instant, followed by the same feeling I get in the pit of my being sometimes. That something is horribly wrong or horribly, horribly right. And both scare the out of me. And my back hurts and my arm. But at least it's not the scary kind of pain. Wow, you're a great listener. You helped me piece that thing together. Thanks. Then he says a half an hour later, "Ha!" Laugh out loud. "I was packing." So it's not heart attack pain. That's good. So then he says, "I'm also in a weird place with everything that's going on with court. I will be better once we get out of here." Sense of humor's coming back. That's a good sign. I sure hope so. Smiley face from him. And then I say, the place to go to. It's called Isle of You in the North Sea. Fog covered, tiny island. That might be on the list for on the way to Denmark. And I'm sorry because I know you needed to be with Mary, and I didn't think of that, only how I was feeling. And then we talked that night some more. But that was really, really profound because I had these. I was. It's not like deja. It's similar to deja vu, but it's a visceral feeling of times remembered. And when he and I were together, I had him like 23 times, and I would say, "That's a moment. That's a moment." And I remember, and I would describe what happened next, or what led it was, or what led to the circumstances and what it was all about. It was like bam, bam, bam. And I would get these, and he would get them too. He would have when we were together. We would both have these visceral like bam, bam moments of oh, this is and they they were sometimes in mundane situations, sometimes random. In my diary, I tried to record a lot of them. Sometimes I just wrote down the number, and sometimes it'd be two a day. It was incredible, and he he felt it too, and that, I would, I called it. It was a starshine. Was not just what I called him, but it was the thing that was going on with us, the whatever thing, where we could almost predict each other's thoughts and responses. It was I mean, it wasn't, it was hyper normal. I mean, it was, I've never had those kinds of experiences before, and nor have I since, really, since this was all coming together. That's why I called it Kismet, because it was just like this magical bam, bam, bam of things coming together. So here we are. The trip is starting to weave itself into a pattern, um, and we'll talk more about what happens a year ago, what happened a year ago today, tomorrow. Um, and from time to time, I will be giving messages to Starshine, just like, and Starshine is the non uh, messed up version of Joey Casper, I guess, in a way. So, okay, well, thanks for the attention. Running a little long, but this is all coming together because things are gonna start really accelerating from this point. So appreciate your time, and thanks a lot.